streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
I didn't want to embarrass her earlier, but that is my granddaughter. I'm so proud of her. Now, if I can only tighten this mic stand, I'd be doing really well. Let me just do it this way. This works just as good. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put your hands together. There's a gentleman that I want to introduce to you who has put together this great committee and got you guys all out here to support this great cause. I'd like to introduce to you now the event chair, Rob Hill.
It really is my pleasure to be involved with such wonderful people and such a worthy cause as we go out and fight for everybody. Where do I start here? I would like to go ahead and read something for you very briefly here. It is, what is Relay for Life? Some of you may not quite understand it, but Relay for Life is a celebration of life and honor those touched by cancer. Relay for Life also raises funds for the American Cancer Society's programs for research, education, advocacy, and service programs that reduce cancer deaths. It began in 1985 by Dr. Gordon Klatt. I think you might remember the story. You've heard me tell it again and again. He started the relay all by himself, jogging around the track with pledges to try to raise money. Over 4,000 relay events were held throughout the United States. 500,000 cancer survivors have directly benefited from it. And here in Florida alone, there's 329 relays. Give yourselves a big hand for being a part of something big. It's hard to do something individually, but together we're huge. I've come before each of you at your schools or businesses and spoke and talked about how 1,500 people a day don't get to see tomorrow. I also want to tell you some good news today. Their study came out recently, went back dated to 1990, that survivorship of cancer is up 30%. People, we are making a difference. We are making a difference, and it starts right here. Individually, you are the fight against cancer. Right here, right there, this team, that team, across town, that team, that relay throughout Florida. I'd like to introduce somebody. I know there's a director from ACS's North Palm Beach Hub Operations here. Audrey, would you wave your hand? Here's Audrey here from American Cancer Society. Very proud to have her here. I'd also like to thank a couple of our sponsors today. Republic Services got on board with us and is committed to be with us every year we have this relay. Give them a hand. We have the Village of Royal Palm Beach is on board with us. They're sponsoring the money for a lot of our big operations here. I'd like to welcome Councilman Jeff Amera. If you come up here and just speak for a second. And we've also got the mayor of Royal Palm Beach, Matty Mattioli. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Robbie. Hi, everybody. It's so proud I am to be part of this celebration, I guess I would call it, and the young people that turned out is just flabbergasted me. You know, cancer doesn't have a curriculum or a schedule of where to go. It hits everybody. And it hit me, and it hit Royal Palm Beach very hard the past 3 years. It's only people like yourselves that can continue to support this thing. As Robbie said, has decreased 30% in the last 10 years. I personally lost my wife 3 years ago to ovarian cancer. Our councilman who isn't here, Fred Pinto, he lost his wife 2 years ago to cancer. Our financial director, Stan Hockman, he lost his wife to cancer last week. And Robbie Hill won't tell you, but he lost his brother about 2 years ago in Texas. So you see, it doesn't have any special people. It's all of us, and only all of us can help to stop and cure this dreadful disease. I thank you all for coming. Give this thing all the support that you can. Have a good day, and God bless you all.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's really great to see everybody out here. I'm Jeff Merritt, and I know that Maddie has had the direct impact, and Fred as well, direct impact, and Stan, as he just mentioned. And it occurred to me the other day when someone came to speak to us about this Relay for Life that you've all shown up for, that, you know what, I've lost people too. I hadn't thought about that for a while, and it occurred to me that one of the dearest aunts that I had in my life was taken from me about 30 years ago. It occurred to me, and to my wife, that we lost her father about 40 years ago, and yet we're still fighting that fight. But as Rob said, we're making progress, and we're making progress because one of the things that we do so well as Americans, and that is to rally around a particular cause, a particular important thing, and fighting cancer is definitely one of those things. We've also demonstrated, and we'll keep demonstrating, that when we put our time and our effort and our resources, and most importantly our heart into it, we can accomplish anything. So, welcome. Look forward to a great event. Thanks very much for all of you showing up.
Our honorary chair once again this year, a man of few words. I see him setting up his grill over there. Jesus Armas, give him a hand, please. Royal Palm Beach High School, just like all the schools right here in Royal Palm Beach and the western communities, have gotten on board in a big way to bring this cause to where it needs to be. I congratulate each and every one of you. You're going to be able to take this volunteerism and move it forward and forward and make it bigger and bigger. Other sponsors we have this year: the Mar Bar at Madison Green, sponsoring our survivorship dinner as well as our meetings as we get together. Ready Ice on board, supplying us ice here. If you need cold drinks or ice for your events, it's right here for tonight. Royal Palm Beach High School has been sponsorship with us, and Posh Potties has provided us another facility to make it a little more comfortable out here. I'd like to bring Marty back up, and thank you again, and let's have a good relay.
Now, Relay for Life is an experience unlike you've ever had before. Unless, of course, wait, did we miss somebody?
I want to introduce a very special person. Comes out here every year. Royal Palm Beach resident, pulls for us out here, and I apologize. But would Marsha Andrews please come up here and say a few words?
And good afternoon, everyone. I bring greetings from our superintendent of schools, Mr. E. Wayne Gent, and the school board. We are a supporter. Greetings and welcome from Royal Palm Beach High School, but for the entire school district. This is an effort that we all must work hard for. I see all of the students, all of the children here. We have heard of cancer. We know people who've had cancer, children who have been stricken. We will wipe this out, starting with our children. We want to thank the community. It's important that we all wrap around together, the agencies, everybody. It takes the whole village to wipe this out. So the superintendent, the school board, we love all of you today, and with our efforts, we will eradicate cancer. Thank you.
I'm glad you caught that, Rob. And thank you for being here. Again, Relay for Life is an experience like you've never had before, unless, of course, you've been involved before. Anybody that this is your first year in Relay for Life, please raise your hand. Okay, everybody else, give a round of applause to them for coming out today. Now, I do expect, I've seen a lot of you raise your hand, I do expect you to be back next year with a friend, okay? So we can get double the amount of people here. Now, the rest of the relay will be filled with fun activities and music to keep you going throughout the day and the evening. Realize why we are all here. Our goal is to have the candles and memories of those that we have lost diminish, as the bright glow from those candles lit for our survivors continues to grow year after year. We must teach our children about cancer prevention and early detection. We honor our survivors and show appreciation for their caregivers, and we do this as a community. Again, everybody, applaud for yourselves for being out here today. Today would not be a success if it was not without the help of countless organizations, individuals, including our committee members, our public and private schools, our corporate teams, and our sponsors, and of course you, the participants. We can also not forget our invited guests, the people you know who bring pockets full of money out here, and they're going to spend them at your booths tonight. We also again want to thank the Village of